Hey everyone, this is Aaron with Crypto Trends. Today, May 15th, 2019. Can XRP hit $1? Is it possible? Yeah, we're going to be checking that out, doing some charting and stuff like that. Fun stuff. We're going to see how lots of things, can they spring to new highs and stuff like that. Also, Neo is making some moves, and both Neo and DigiByte are just surging, right? There's a lot of activity out there. People are so excited. Bitcoin's on a rampage. Alts are like just awesome. So we're going to be taking a look at the overall market, Bitcoin, XRP, Neo, DigiByte, and others. Also, VET, interesting tweet from VeChain from Sunny. So we'll take a look at that. And yeah, so this is an exciting time, so let's go ahead and get to it. So first, please keep in mind that this is not financial advice, just my opinion, okay? It's just my opinion. And also, please like, subscribe, and get notified so you can be notified, when I do these live videos and streams. I mainly do live streams. Pretty cool stuff. Also, with the spring to the new highs, what that's going to cover is how we were able to spot a spring and predict what is actually happening today before it happened. Yeah, so we're going to be taking a look at that too. So here we go. Let's go take a look at Bitcoin first because, well, we have to look at Bitcoin first, right? So let's take a look here. This is on BTC USD on Bitfinex on the 45-minute. And let me scroll out here. And as we can see, oh yeah, it's just like on a rampage, right? It's doing its thing. And down here in a previous video, whoops, that's supposed to be straight. Just pretend it is. There it is. I said that this was a reaccumulation stage. If you don't know what reaccumulation is it's a stopping point after a long uptrend like this. This was a long uptrend and upthrust. And it's a resting period to where it kind of bounces around. And the composite operators, the composite man or whatever, you can also look at it as the as like the entire, I don't know, the whales. Okay, people call them the whales, but these are like the largest whales. But anyway, they're reaccumulating. In other words, they are picking up some more coins. That's what they're doing here. Sometimes that's a very painful process that we've experienced over the last many months. But they're reaccumulating coins, and supply is apparently drying up. Yeah, so let's take a look at this. What we have going on here with Wyckoff stuff is that we had a I drew a target box here, and it hit the top. It penetrated it 4 times so far. So we have one where it went into it, and I drew this before when it was down here in the reaccumulation phase. So it hit this box 1, 2, 3, 4 times, where it's bouncing off of this level. This level right here is, if we label it, you could call this the buying climax, preliminary support, automatic rally, secondary test. So it's been doing some secondary tests above the buying climax here, the upper bounds region. And it's done that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Right now it is above it. Let me go ahead and squinch that up a bit. And yeah, so it bounces around this trading range, okay? We use the buying climax, top of the buying climax, and the bottom of the automatic recovery, wham, draw lines. That's our trading range. That's Wyckoff stuff. And yes, I am going to have tutorials on this, so you'll know how to mark it up all by yourself. And yeah, anyway. So we're looking at this. It's upper bounds tests. And this thing, what can we do? Well, let's go and take a look at the volume here. Volume is, yeah, I mean, it's doing okay. We had a lot of big volume right in here at the beginning that bumped this up into this trading range here. And the buys are increasing. So that's really cool. We have higher lows, which is really awesome. And even from back here, we've had higher lows, haven't we? Yeah. So that's pretty awesome. Also, let me scroll in here. This is on the 45-minute. Let's go ahead and go to the 5-minute because 5 minutes are exciting. Let me put it on auto here to get the scale. Okay, yeah, so there we go. So it's hitting this really hard, and it looks like it's trying to go above it. What would be totally awesome is that, which makes it bullish, is that it goes up here, comes back down, bounces off this line, and then goes up, okay? And then goes up more. Yeah, that would be like totally awesome. This thing could just go, yep, you know, we'll see. It could also dump, of course, and test this line, but, you know, do you guys really think that's likely at this time? Put your comments below. Let me know what you think of Bitcoin, but right now it is on a bloody rampage. It is doing its thing. Let me go ahead and kill those. Yeah. Okay, my back thing didn't work, but I want to keep a clean chart. I know my charts are messy enough. They might look complicated, but once you understand the markup and stuff, they're really not. But what we do is that we just can't take price action all by itself. We also have to consider in tandem the volume. So what do we have here? Down at the volumes, we have a lot of nice buying pressure. A lot of nice buying pressure pushing this bad boy up. Have a really nice other large one here pushing it up, cause this spike. Let me scroll over here, and there it is, and it's just doing its thing. So we'll see what happens. One thing to note, let's see if there's any weakness that's occurring right now. So right now in the upper area, we have a green bar, and it has closed. It has closed. This is on significant volume, and we look for significant volume, okay, guys? And gals. Yeah, don't forget about the gals. There's some pretty badass gal traders out there, that's for sure. Anyway, so what we have is a green up bar here. The halfway point will be right about here. But so we have the close. Notice here on the close, I'm using bars. I always use bars pretty much instead of candles. Sometimes I use candles, but that's just so you guys can see it better. But you guys need to get used to reading bars. Yeah, that's what the pros use. So we're taking a look at bars. Looking at this close here, the close came up and it is above the halfway point of this bar, which is totally awesome. It's on significant volume. And the next bar, this is like a rule for detecting weakness. I've had it. I've explained this on a couple of videos, but we're implementing it now. Green bar, upper area, high volume, closed at the middle or above. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, this is part of volume spread analysis, VSA, yeah, which is based on Wyckoff. So, okay, we have this bar here, green upper area. Let me get some coffee here. Coffee is an integral part of trading, if you don't know. So we have this green up bar close in the upper half. Next bar is a down bar. It's a red bar. Whammo, there it is. And is it on anywhere near the volume? Now, if this volume, this would actually be a sign of weakness here. And usually signs of weakness come from the upper areas. Signs of strength come from the lower areas. But right now, if looking at the volumes here, if this was like at even like closer to half or above this volume here, I would say this is bearish. And I would expect some type of a downturn like this. It's not doing that. It's not doing that, so that's good news. Let me go ahead and clear these lines. So that's good news. So it's not showing that it has actually a sign of weakness here yet. It's just kind of doing its thing. It's doing its test on the upper bar, and lo and behold, it's still going like a bat out of hell. It currently, right now on Bitfinex, is at 8,075. Well, yeah, 8,075. So it's doing its thing. And we'll see whether it just keeps on going up and can actually surpass this. How high can this bad boy go? Well, it just kind of depends. Let me put auto back on. And let me shrink out. Let's go to 3 hour. Who cares? Let me shrink this guy down. Pull the volume down. So what I do have here is that a target box way over here. This is about the 8,000, right around this range where it's actually hitting this box. So we'll see if it comes back down and hits this box. So let's say if it goes up, does whatever, get off there. So if it goes up here, it does whatever, right? It can just bounce around. I'm eventually expecting it to hit this box, okay? I know, yeah. Measure the angles on that line. That's hardcore charting. You know, charts can even go backwards, right? This seems like they should be able to in in the crypto market. It's so crazy sometimes, but it's not crazy. It's exciting and it's fast. It's fast. One thing to note, keep in mind, let's go over here and take a look at this little listing here. What do we have? We have the Dow Jones Industrial Index up 145. So that's 0.57%, which is nice because not so long ago, these were all red, right? These were all red. BTC up 1.34%. Let's go ahead and arrange it by percentage change. So we have the Dow actually doing great today. And that is an important thing. BTC is up there. And so they're going to be looking at these things. They're going to be looking at BTC and stuff like that because Bitcoin in the crypto market is becoming a migratory path for large-scale investors. We have, well, here's one thing that I wanted to bring up. And yes, we're going to get to Ripple here right quick. There was one thing that just popped up on the news here is about TD Ameritrade, I believe. There's so much news that's just popping through real quick. Right here. Let's see what this says. This says, I wanted to take a look at it. Okay, attendance is off the charts at Bitcoin education event, says TD Ameritrade VP. Wow. Okay, that is bullish, right? Is that bullish or bearish news to you guys? You tell me. Okay, so we have Stephen Quirk, the Executive VP of Trading and Education at TD Ameritrade at Omaha, Nebraska-based broker that manages one of the world's largest online trading platforms, has revealed that institutional interest in crypto assets has increased significantly. Yeah. Tell us something we don't know. I mean, we've known about this. Let's see. Moving on. It says, when you open the door, a lot of people will want to trade crypto. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Thank you, Fidelity. Absolutely. So what does he say? This is while he's speaking to a CoinDesk panel at Consensus, which is going on. We get calls, emails, 60,000 clients have traded something in this complex. As soon as you open the door, we're going to get a lot of people who want to trade or invest in digital assets. Okay, so they are very excited because what's the name of this game? The name of this game is one distribution. Okay, that's rule number one. Distribution at high levels, right? That is sell high, buy low, sell high. So rule number one, make the money. Rule number two is you make the money by transactions. So if you're a firm, you're looking for as many transactions as you can. You absolutely love day traders who want to have 500 transactions a day. Yeah, because they all get their little fees off of that. That's the real bank. And things are just looking great for this. And there's a video here. You can see where I got this link. I'm not going to put a link below, but first let me make sure that I am streaming. Yeah, I'm streaming, and hey everyone for watching. Okay, so yeah, it's streaming. So what I did is on tradingview.com. Here it is. Attendance is off the chart at Bitcoin educational events, TD Ameritrade VP. Go ahead and watch that. You saw where I got it. Okay, so yeah, Bitcoin is just going like a bull, right? So it's just doing its thing, and we're looking for good things for Bitcoin, okay? All right, moving on. XRP. It's been having a lot of FUD for a long time. It's been, there's been a lot of people nervous and stuff like that, okay? So let's go take a look at XRP. We're going to look at it versus USDT. Take a look at them. Binance. Here we go. This is on the 3-hour chart. Let me make sure I have auto on. Yeah, I do. Okay, let's scroll out and see what's happening. It just looks like a big wick, right? I mean, pretty much of late, it's just a big wick. Let me scroll out, get the scaling here a little bit better so we can see. Okay, so right now what we have is a preliminary supply, whammo. Let me push this out to the 30-minute. Why not? Okay, there we go. That looks a little better. So we have our preliminary supply, PSY, going up to our buying climax, down to the AR, and then up to the secondary test. So it's testing and surpassed. It actually surpassed this micro markup here area. Actually surpassed that and hit the upper trading bounds of its macro. What do I mean by its macro? Let's go take a look. Let's go to the day view. Let me scroll out. As you can see here, this is more of a macro. This is a trading range where it is called this whole area here is basically called a campaign. Okay, so campaigns can last a while. Please keep in mind that once again, this is on versus USDT. So it hit it's challenging and actually has surpassed the upper bounds limit of the previous buying climax on the macro thing. That is an important threshold to break, and we'll see what happens there. We'll get into a little bit more. So let's go back to the 30-minute. Okay, so this thing is just doing it has a real nice pattern here. It's going up, it's testing it. I have this target box here, actually went up a little bit earlier than I thought it was going to, but hey, who cares? So XRP is just on a rip right now. It's doing a standard little test. It bounces back a little bit, then it goes up and it tests it again. We'll see what happens. What do we have going on right now? Well, we have higher lows here, right, which is also nice, and then higher lows here. This is also nice. Let's go ahead and measure this angle. Let's see what it is. Trend angle tool. Let's go from here to here. Okay, 48%. That's cool. And from here to here, that's 56%. So that's cool. It's not nosebleed area. This is still bullish area. Nosebleed area would be around from here to here. That's 70. Anything above 70%. Be very, very cautious of, guys and gals. Be very, very cautious. So definitely use your angle tool to check that out. So this was an unsustainable movement where things actually go into a stall, like an airplane going into a stall, where you've seen those acrobatic airplanes where they go up like that and then they come back down. Yeah, same thing. Same thing happens here, and that's right around the 70% that you can look for that. If they don't start cooling down like this has, then you're looking for a substantial drop all the way down to the point of where it started. Okay, this one didn't do it. This one being XRP. So yeah, so that is good news, and it looks healthy. It looks healthy. So what can we expect from this? Scrolling out. Okay, so I have my little blue lines here. This is on the trading range, and it tested this one. So that's like really cool. Lots of things of what you can expect is that it'll bounce around the trading range, and it can just go like this, right? Sometimes it's painful. It can take long. This is pretty steep, and let's take a look again at the volume here. We have declining volume going down. As far as the buys going down, so the most significant buy is back here. This next one here was at this top part. See, notice here how you have a significant buy, then the next one's a red down, how it kind of goes down. That's a little bit of a short-term indicator, and it was on very high, pretty substantial volume right there. You see how that kind of works right there? A little bit of an indicator. It's not going to say it's going to drop or whatever. It's just something to take into consideration. All right, so it is bumping up through its AR. It's doing its ST. Let's go ahead and label that ST for secondary test. We'll just click on that bad boy and just copy and paste this. Copy, Control V, Control C. We'll label that because it's further along in the its doohickey thing. So this is come on little arrow. Okay, there we go. So this is like the end of phase A, right, for Wyckoff. And so now it's in phase B doing the tests and stuff like that. So phase B can be long, can be short, you know, it just kind of really depends. But anyway, what I'm looking for this guy here is to bounce around a bit, however it does it, come up here, and come up here to this line, which is about the 50 cent level, bounce back down, and we'll see what happens there. Now, given the amount of juice here and how long it's in this trend, if it's in this trend for a longer period of time, and what we're looking for to see if it can really bounce up is we're looking for a decrease in supply. We are looking for a decrease in supply. So if it comes up here, there are no more people willing to buy at this point, so it drops down a bit. But that was really a lot of buy. So yeah, of course they're going to get a little bit tired. There's some people taking some profits here, of course, like that. So yeah, they're going to be selling. Let me get rid of this. One really nice thing, I really like this, is that we do see a decrease in overall volumes, which is really cool. You might hear, oh, that's like totally wrong or whatever. But the thing that's super duper uber bullish is to see a very small volume with a small candle. You might say, what the hell? But that's one of the signs that actually looks bullish, because it's a point of indecisiveness. Sometimes that actually results in a doji. But oh crapola, what did I do? Okay, in a doji. And yes, we are looking at XRP versus USDT right now on the 30-minute on Bitfinex. So as we can see here, let me get auto back on. There we go. Let me scroll back in. Okay, so it's bouncing around. It's doing its thing. It's closing up at the top. Sometimes, let's see, really small volume. Taking a look at here, we have the buys and the sells actually kind of decreasing a little bit up. Not too bad. Not too bad. We'd like to see that a little bit smaller first. So it just needs a little bit of time. We'll see what's going on. But to me, this thing looks like it is doing its thing. Yeah, it's doing its thing. That's pretty decisive, isn't it? So yeah, I'm just kind of cleaning up here. Okay. Let me squinch this down again because of the scale. Okay, yeah, so what I'm expecting once again is for it to come up here. Can it surpass this? Will it bounce like it did here on the secondary test? We'll see. What would be very bullish would be if it comes up, drops down, and then goes up again. That's what we're looking for, okay? And as far as the volumes look, it might actually do that. And so how far can this thing go? Can it go to $1? Can it go higher and stuff like that? Let me shrink the volumes down here. If I can find them, they're pretty low, right? Okay, notice also the amount of volumes here compared to the left. You see how like there's nothing? Where there's nothing, that's retail, guys. All this stuff is institutional, okay? Retail doesn't have the money to make those kinds of volumes. That's basically about it. So let me kill this little line. We're just trying to probably would help if I went to the 4-hour. Okay, let me put auto back on. Scroll out. Okay, so there. So looking at it on a macro scale, so we have our buying climax up here. We have our selling climax, PSY, all that good stuff. We came down here and did a test. You see how that happens? See, it jumps way up and then it comes back down to the lower, does a test. It's looking for more coins to pick up, and that's just what we have right now. So we're kind of expecting a lower as well. So when I'm saying it could go up, it could go down. It just depends on how many people are willing to sell or buy at that time, and then they'll take it further. They'll have a decision. Well, if it's this, it's that. But right now it looks like there's still a lot of interest in it shooting up, and trend is your friend. Trend is your friend, and there's a lot of externalities that are really going into that are having an effect on this coin, as well as a whole bunch of other altcoins as well. But right now XRP is looking good. This is my target box right here, actually around 50-55 cent range. So we'll see what happens with that if it goes up. $1 on here is really high off the charts, and I'm just being realistic, guys. Okay, I am being realistic. It's not like none of this you know, whatever. I'm trying to give you a realistic thing. So let's take a look at its previous buying climax was right about here. And that was about 81 cents. So the thing is that to me, that would be like the really top of this range. And then it could just come down here like this. So am I expecting to see $1 anytime soon? No, sorry guys, I'm not. But 80 cents, that 80 cents range, I think we could be seeing that a little bit long term. Maybe around June, July, we'll see. Don't hold me to that, because that would just be another test on the upper bounds. And what happens? It goes up and down, right? It goes up and down. But more on the short term, yeah, I'm looking for, would be really bullish if that it could actually hit that, break the 50-cent level. Okay, so that's what I'm kind of looking at. All right, that is XRP. Let's go take a look at DigiByte. DigiByte, if you don't know, we'll look at it versus USDT on Bittrex. See what's going on. This thing, same thing, bad out of hell, right? It's going on bad out of hell. I did a extensive markup on this, where I call this a spring. This is there's a link in the video below. It's a video to where I was charting this up. This was back on the 10th. So let's go back here to the 1 hour, and we'll scroll over. And so where was the 10th? The 10th was right here. That's when I made the video. 10th is right here, guys. Okay? And so I was saying, yeah, this is a spring. And then what happens with a spring? Well, I drew it out. See on this white line here. So DigiByte is also awesome. It hit the target box, hit my target box twice, blew past it. So that's pretty awesome. Right now it's had a big spike with a pretty significant down. Really nice spike. That means there's a lot of buyers in here. So there is supply. There is supply. So it looks a little bit different than XRP. But this is also a pretty nice sign, because what I mean, there's supply coming down. A lot of people sold, so that's a little bit offset by these larger, by this larger clump of buys right in here. That big sell. Also, keep in mind that trend is your friend. So that's one thing that we always look at, is trend is your friend, to get the general relative overall feel for this thing. General overall relative feel is where it's starting to get attention, where the volumes overall are starting to increase, which you know, I mean, it's usually good news when volumes increase. So right now we're taking a look at DigiByte. And what do we have? Higher lows, of course. Lots of things are just on a rampage. And this is part of a spring. This is part of a spring, and it was predicted back on the 10th. Check out that video. I know it's like a long video, guys. It's a long stream, but we covered a lot of stuff, and a lot of really good information comes actually in the chats when people ask questions about stuff like that. Sometimes I go more in depth to try to help explain what's going on. So you know, watch it to the end and stuff. You'll get some pretty good information on how I actually said this was a Wyckoff spring. And if you don't know what that is, I'll bring it up once again. All you have to do is go into Google or whatever, Wyckoff, WYCKOFF, and then just type in spring after that. You can just go to images. And well, this is a classic. Okay, this is a classic in a perfect world diagram. See if I can blow that bad boy up. Down here, spring. See how it goes up and down. Tests. Look what happens after the spring. Yeah. So this is Wyckoff, guys. So there we go. We'll see if this happens, but right now, you tell me. Let me scroll out. What does this pattern look like to you? Does it look like a spring? Yeah. So, good luck to DigiByte. It did have a huge fallback here. It just stalled. That's all, guys. It just stalled. This is on the 1 hour. Let's try the 45 minutes. get a little bit more resolution. Okay, yeah, so it just stalled here. But one thing is that we have a green up bar, and that's really nice. So it came back down. So yeah, we'll see what goes on with DigiByte. If so it did a test up here to the upper bounds test. Looks like it might come back down here to this line. Probably just like this line here, which would be about the top of this box, and do some more tests, something similar to this area right in here, until they're picking up coins, until there's not a lot of sellers. Okay, because right now they're picking up DigiByte coins. That's what they're doing. They're picking up DigiByte coins on the cheap. And then after supply dries up, then it makes a move. So keep an eye on DigiByte. Keep an eye on XRP. Okay, guys, let me know what's going on with XRP. Also, NEO. Don't forget about NEO. Don't forget about NEO. Check out one of my previous vids. It's called like Top Coins for 2019. NEO is in there, okay? I'm not going to tell you where. You have to go watch the video. Haha. But it's really cool. It's done like in 3D graphics and stuff, and it's a fun video. Go take a look at that one, and you'll see NEO that's in there. But what's in the news with NEO is that they have their 3.0 platform out, and also they have a really cool video demo on the NEOFS, or the NEO file system. Really cool stuff. So NEO is actually hard at work. It's been hard at work getting past that that fiasco where the node went down and there was like only 7 of them and stuff like that. They're really moving past that. Okay, so you can look for a lot of cool things to come from NEO. There's a really good video here that talks about it actually goes into the file system, so you can upload a video. It shows the thing on, yeah, okay, let's upload a video. Okay, let's play it. And this is all on the blockchain, guys. It's really cool. And if you don't know, NEO is a platform, so other tokens can get put onto that. NEO is a coin, so it's really, really cool. But yeah, check out NEO. Don't forget about NEO. Go to its Reddit. Follow the Twitter, stuff like that. Check out the news on NEO. It's making progress. They've been quiet, just pumping away, getting, trying to get the tech. Okay, working on the technology. That's what we want them to do. But a link is below. A link is below to this video and stuff here. Okay, so there it is. Isn't that cool? All right, let me kill that. All right, so that's NEO. So what else do we have in the news? Well, if we go over here, and there's DigiByte. Oh, look, DigiByte up 7-day, 32.3%. 24-hour, almost 27%. It's just going up like a bat out of hell. There's a lot of things going up like a bat out of hell. That's what happens with the spring, and there's a lot of interesting stuff. And the Binance thing also helped. But let's go take a look at TKY. I often talk about TKY just to see what it's doing right now. 24-hour period, just yesterday, 28.6%. 25% for the week. So yeah, it's been making some progress. Looks like hopefully we hit its low. If we go to the 14-day here, yeah, look at that. Look at that. That looks like a spring to me. So we'll see. And I talked about that. This is back on the 14th, and lo and behold, here's like the 9th, the 10th. But yeah, look at that. Whammo, whammo, bammo. It just took a little bit longer time for the key. But let's go to VeChain, because VeChain is awesome. We'll go to VET right here, and this is on CoinGecko. Interesting quote. We'll go to the Twitter, and there was, so they're going to be going to the VET Technology Meet Toolchain, which is their really cool thing on building applications and stuff for businesses. Check out Toolchain, big thing for developers on implementing VeChain and getting it integrated into a business, a company, stuff like that. Really, really cool tools. Check it out. And Sunny Lou says, nothing can stop these beasts, but guys, please warm up enough next time before any sports activity. Okay, not sure what that was all about. I was looking for a different tweet. I think it was over at a different spot. Let me go over here to the Reddit. There was a tweet. Where was it? Let me scan for it. I had it and I killed it. Here's a one cool thing from Jason Rockwood. He put a nice little document together about relevant stuff that's relevant for enterprises. Okay, so it's really cool. Check that out. So let me go in here to the daily, scroll on down. I know that there was a thing. Just give me a second, guys. As you can see, VeChain's Reddit is pretty active. Okay, it's pretty active. Let me scroll on down. I know there's a link here. There was a link here. There was a link. Oh, come on. What did I do with that? Did I stick it up here? Anyway, it was an important thing. Oh, I know what I can do. Don't want to do that. But anyway, it was a link about Sonny talking about where he said, oh, maybe I can just, I need more coffee, guys, big time. Oh, where is this thing? Okay. Where did it go? Where did it go? Anyway, he put up a tweet to where he basically said, connect the dots that growth will be exponential. Okay? I really got to find that. That is like really bugging me now. Really, really bugging me. Maybe it's this one. Oh, heck. Okay, well. Anyway, yeah, that's basically what he tweeted. I did see it. It was somewhere around. It was a pretty bullish tweet, if I can find it. Yeah, but anyway, it was a pretty bullish tweet that basically said that, you know, patience, that type of thing, VeChain, connect the dots, like exponential growth. Okay, like that. So it's really cool. Sorry I can't find it here. I had it up, got deleted or something like that. I don't know what happened to it, but I'll find it eventually. Anyway, so that's VeChain. But what is VeChain doing right now? If we go over here, CoinMarketCap, hey, it's up 8.2%. If we go over here to Binance, there it is, 9.26% right now. Take a look at this bad boy. As we can see here, we had it previously marked up. This is the buying climax here, this resistance line. And it looks like it came out of the doldrums here into a big spring coming up, and it's doing a test up in here in this area. So hopefully it can, it might bounce around once again in this trading range, and we'll see what happens if it can get above this and then just kind of move on like a lot of other stuff. But right now, this is a very, very nice chart. The way this is playing out down here, this is not bad news, guys. This is good news. Okay, anyway, that's about it. Just, you know, like, subscribe, get notified. There's a lot of things that have a ton of activity on here. It's like VeChain's going up bad out of hell. Lots of things are, so that's cool. Just going on over to the chat, say hi, and best luck to everybody. So, yeah, like, subscribe, get notified. So, hey, everyone on the chats, thanks for watching. What do you guys have to say, man? This is a crazy day, isn't it? Crazy day. So there's Ronnie. Hey, good day, Ronnie. How's it going? 0x if I can. 0x. What about Zillion VET? Okay. Well, we just looked at VET. Okay, VET looks like pretty cool. Let's take a look at 0x. I never look at 0x. I don't know why. I just never do. Okay. Let me bring this bad boy up on a Chartorama. Here we go. Same thing. Bat out of hell. Going to bat out of hell. If we take a look at... Jeez. Okay. This is on the 6 hour in USD. You know what would be interesting if we took a look at this? Well, Bitcoin, it's going to be lower to Bitcoin, right? But what are you guys going to do? Are you going to cash out into Bitcoin, or are you going to cash out into USD, right? Or USDT? Anyway, what do we have here? General trend, pretty strong trend down. That's what we noticed first thing. And then we had a big spike up, so we've had another trend doing its thingy here. All right, so this looks like this also is a spring, a Wyckoff spring. This looks like here what they call a changing character. And as you can see, changing character, what do we have? We have just kind of like make your eyes fuzzy looking at the volumes here. See a bunch of reds, and all of a sudden the color kind of merges to be more greens, right? And that's pretty apparent here in the chart. So we actually have a spring. It's going down. This is like a huge increase. It's testing its upper bound level right up here. Previous buying climax, redistribution, going down, 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 down. So right here, I would actually label this one as preliminary supply, PSY. Okay. Looks like it might be kind of done. So I'm going to label this one buying climax. Let's label another one. It's really too early to label another one. But if that's a preliminary supply, it's going like a bat out of hell. You're going to have an automatic rally in here. Whoops. In here sometime. This could be just blown off to where, okay, fine, you'll be looking for some type of trading range between here and then, I don't know, like here, okay? And then the sucker just bounce around, we'll see. But it's a little bit early for that. It could just keep on going up, where basically trading range could be, I don't know, actually right up in here, okay? And we'll see. Can it go up that high? Yeah, it can. Will it still go up that high? We'll see. I mean, you know, anything's possible. Can it take a dump back here to this level? Absolutely. Absolutely. But right now, things are in motion, and this is when you're doing trailing stops, right? People are doing trailing stops. So they're saying, oh, it's going up. Okay, my stop is here. Oh, it's going up. Oh, I'm going to put my stop here now. Oh, it's going up. I'm putting it here. Yeah, that's what people are doing. So keep in mind that that is happening. That is a standard thing that a lot of people do. The computers know about it. And so what happens? Sometimes they go zoop, like that to clear the stop hunting, okay? And people get liquidated, and there's more transactions that occur, and the exchange is all happy because they get all these exchange monies, and yeah, that's a happy time for everybody except for the people that had their stops and got liquidated. Now they have to buy in at a higher level. Oh. Yeah, that's how it works, guys. Remember I said? That's rule number 2, transactions. Watch for transactions, which brings me up to something about, let's go take a look at BTC shorts, see what's going on. There it is. Let's see what's going on with shorts. Wow, okay, they're actually holding pretty strong. Not huge, not a huge spike. A little bit of a dip. This is on the 45-minute. This is on the 3-hour. So yeah, going up, yeah. Yeah. So we'll see. A lot of people got liquidated here. Not cool. Well, it happens, all right? Watch for liquidations. But yeah, we'll just see. It's like they're just kind of, they don't know what to do. They don't know what to do on the shorts. Anyway, back to what we were looking at, 0x. So yeah, right now 0x looks like favor me jiggers. Well, what do we do? What do we do here? Let's get our little trend angle. Go from the bottom up to the top. What do we have? 81%. 81%. Oh no. It's worse if we take it here. That's nosebleed area. Be caution of this one. Okay, nosebleed, be caution. Can it still go? Yeah, but that's a huge... See, another thing that we look at is the huge amount of effort, the high volume that it took to create this bar. This is a huge bar with huge effort. Medium bar for that. What we're looking for... You know, when something is going to go on is when you see a tiny green bar. I know it's red there, but you know, go with it. When you see a tiny green bar with larger volume, okay? So let's take this one right next to it, okay? Let's say this is a green bar that we're looking for, this one right here, okay? So let's say we have that green bar. You know, somewhere over here to the right. And that green bar's height is this, right here, okay? So what we're looking for is a bar that size or smaller that would have a height greater. That's what we're looking for. That means that what that would mean is that it took a lot less effort to push it up higher. Okay, that means that there's an imbalance in supply and demand where the people that have the coins, the supply, they can bump it up higher. So right now it's being bumped up pretty dang high, and I would actually, with 0x, because of that steep angle, I'd actually be looking for a pullback right around here. And so we'll see. It might bounce off of here. I don't know. Okay? Follow your gut. Follow your instinct. There's lots of things this little guy can do. All right, and the reason being is because it is fairly unpredictable right now because of the skyrocketing pattern that this thing is doing. It is just yeah, it's in a spring, but it is a skyrocketing spring, which is not only for this coin but others that look like it to be take caution. Okay, take caution, because that is a pretty, that's, you know, that's not even parabolic. That's beyond parabolic. Okay, so I hope that helps you out. Let's go back to the chats. Thanks for the question. Yeah, I took a look at VET. Oh yeah, let's go take a look at ZIL real quick. So this is on USD, up almost 10.5%. Break this bad boy out. You can see I actually had a spring down here, just ate through that box. You know, predictable, guys, predictable. Okay, if you know what you're doing, hey, you know what you're doing. But once again, whammo bammo, way up high, is doing a nice little pullback here, and it's above this test area. It's above this buying climax area here. So if it comes down here, that's fine, or even a little bit below, and then we're looking for it to bounce up. If it does that, that would be really bullish. Okay, but it could also just hang around in here in this area, create a new type of trading range, and then do test to the upper. We'll see what happens. But you know, ZIL, like everything else, is just looking, I mean, it's an awesome day right now, guys. It's an awesome day, but there is some supply coming back into the market to where there are sellers. It's pretty high. They're saying, okay, ZIL, yeah, I'm going to sell ZIL, but I still hold ZIL. Yeah, I still hold ZIL. I like ZIL, and it is just whammo bammo up in its area. But the stage that it is in, A, B, C, D, E, okay, start watching out for either a new type of campaign or maybe up here distribution. Okay, guys? That's a pattern for a lot of these people. See here, right in here, oh, lo and behold, right in here, this area, distribution. Then what happens after distribution? That happens. Caution, take caution. I know, everybody's wondering, well, which way? It's 50-50 either way. It's like, yeah. It's like flipping a coin, though. Flipping a coin. Kind of. All right, so that's ZIL. Hope that helped you out. I like ZIL still. Long-term holder. Hey, Ernell, how's it going? Get off there. How do I feel about TKY and VET for June? Good energy? Yes, absolutely. I like them both. Good energy. TKY has announcements coming up in June, whether it's like a go, no go for their pilot, which is a small pilot. It only has like 350 million people in its pilot. So we'll see what's going on with TKY. Interesting times to be watching out for. They have a lot of cool development. And VET, VeChain. Yeah, great energy for VET. I mean, if you look at what they're doing, they are really integrating themselves, coming out with tools for building on their blockchain that makes it easy for developers and companies to get on board VeChain and stuff. And this is real important because it's solidifying it's solidifying their ability to entrench themselves into the ecosystem of business. Yes, that's an important thing, and they just had the signing with the Renji Hospital, which is like an icon in the medical area for hospitals in Shanghai and stuff. And they're just doing a lot of great stuff. They have the tool chain out. They have the V key that's out. They're actually providing like hardware and stuff to truly implement their platform in the real world. Okay, and it's happening. We have DNVGL, absolute powerhouse. We have the three or four large wineries that are getting on board and stuff like that. We have BYD, just a whole bunch of stuff. We have an announcement coming from PwC sometime in the near future about one of their larger clients that's going on VeChain, so we'll see about that. Plus, we have the first ever country-sanctioned ICO, the first ever country-sanctioned ICO in the entire crypto world coming up that's going to be on VeChain. So that will be really, really cool. And yeah, and don't forget the close ties that VeChain has with Italy. So San Marino, yeah, big time. They're going to sanction an ICO. Italy, yeah, they're really getting hardcore into blockchain. They've also done some stuff with the Belt and Road Initiative from China, where that's Matrix AI. Matrix AI, man, has done a thing with Italy. So we'll see. I mean, Italy is really big into blockchain. Anyway, so yeah, so that looks good. Just moving along here real quick, and then we're gonna bail here in a minute or two. So back to the chat. Hey Amar, I'm doing good. How's it going? Hey Hanjio, how's it going? How's it going? Officially alt season? I wouldn't call it officially alt season yet. Okay. Wouldn't call it officially alt season yet. It's looking good, but not quite yet. Okay, Anthony, yeah, we just took a look at VET. VET's looking strong to me. Hey, there's no one. How's it going, no one? What USD price do I think ETH will have? Its first correction. Good enough to sell and buy low? Here's the thing, guys. If you're looking to buy, that was on the 10th. Right? Let's go take a look at ETH. No, wrong one. Okay, yeah, so, I mean, yeah, back in here and this time, said this is reaccumulation. Have my target boxes here. Yeah, and so it's taking up like a bat out of hell right now. So right now, if you're buying your, what are you doing? You're buying high, right? Yeah. Could it go higher? Sure. Can it dump? Yeah. Absolutely. It's the market. It can go up or down. As far as a price range, I don't know. You tell me, brother. You tell me. You're looking at that chart. What do you see? What do you see? We have here. As far as price range goes on when to get in or out, I'm not going to tell you that. I'm not a financial advisor for you. I'm not a financial advisor for anyone except myself. That's why it's important to learn how to chart and to gauge the market and stuff like that. It's just one of those things, you know. But ETH is, I mean, going up like a bat out of hell, like a bunch of other things. So, sorry, no one can't give you exact prices and stuff like that. Yeah, and also good enough. What do I mean by good enough? Okay. Are you swing trading? Are you day trading? Are you a long-term hodler? If you're a hodler, you don't care. You don't care. It just depends. So you're thinking VET and XRP are true Phoenix? Could be. We'll see. Hopefully. That'd be awesome. Would I like to share my an energy reading on this Iran and stock market situation? No, because that gets into other things. Okay. Yeah, and Anthony says VET is the big one. Yeah. Yeah, it has a lot of juice behind it. Lot of juice. Remco thinks that Bitcoin's going to 10K. After that, altcoins like DigiByte will pump hardcore. That is the general sentiment of a lot of people. So keep in mind, that might not be the case. Okay, to where everybody is expecting a big, you know, a BTC to go up, and then it's going to like stagnate for a bit, and then comes the altcoin season, and BTC is going to dump or whatever, but the alts are just going to increase, whatever. Keep in mind that is generally accepted, which means when something is generally accepted, look for ways on which the exchanges and other players can create the most pain. Bring in the pain methodology of how can they create the most pain? Is there a whole bunch of shorts? Can they create a lot of transactions by doing a short squeeze? How about the longs? Same thing. You know, what would cause the most pain? What would cause, where would people be putting in a lot of stops? Stuff like that. Look for the dips. Look for pain, okay? Because your pain is their gain. You're not playing against other people. You're playing against the exchanges, basically. Think of it that way. It'll give you a different perspective on the market. But yeah, thanks for the input there. DigiByte, you also think that DigiByte will hit 10 cents next month. That'd be awesome. Like DigiByte, awesome project. Everyone do your research on DigiByte. Hey, and there's Fawad. Hey, Fawad, how's it going? Thanks for watching. Doing great. Anyway, that's about it, guys. So have any questions and stuff, go ahead and put them in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, get notified. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. And these are exciting times, so enjoy them while they're here. Yeah. Take it easy, guys. Bye.